Hello, Bram here at Thompson Leisure. Today I'm going to talk to you about the Scarpa Delta. So the Delta is a 3-season walking boot, ideally suited to mountain hill walking. Pretty much anything, any weather that the UK can throw at you, those boots will be able to cope with it, except for a really icy, snowy walk up a mountain. It's not a crampon compatible boot. It's quite a firm boot though. You can see there's a bit of flex in that boot, but also there's a lot of torsional control. Torsional just means your foot's not going to rock from side to side on a really rocky terrain. So good for long distance walking, backpacking. A really good option for that kind of walking. Scarpa have used a nubuck cuff, really soft nubuck cuff in this boot to avoid the pressures that comes along with wearing a firmer hill walking, mountain walking boot. They've used the 2.6 to 2.4 mil thick full grain leather backed up by a Gore-Tex lining. Unless you're out for a couple of days in sodden weather, you're not likely to really have to use that Gore-Tex lining. The leather would keep your foot nice and dry. They've used the Vibram biometric sole on this boot, and that's just a really good grippy sole for rocky, rough terrain, but also an open enough tread pattern to shed mud. So you're not going to get mud compacted in that boot. So once again, for UK conditions, an ideal boot. They've used the BD last, which is one of Scarpa's wider lasts. Quite a high volume, so if you've got quite a deep foot and a high instep, then this boot is a good option for you. Not so much if you've got a bunionated foot or a good old bunion on the foot, or you've got a very square toe, then that's not the ideal boot. There's better options out there. It is what's called a board lasted boot, so you can resole that boot. So keep them nice and clean, wax them regularly, don't let mud dry in there for too long, and you'll be able to get a resole out of that boot. It's always an appeal. So hopefully that's giving you a bit of information on the Scarpa Delta. As usual, just drop us a line, send us an email. We're always happy to talk about boots.